We've been told for generations that the ultimate goal of gardening is a massive, perfectly tilled plot of land. But if you've ever spent your weekends wrestling with stubborn clay, pulling an endless sea of weeds, or watching your prized crops rot from poor drainage, you know the ground can be a brutal battlefield. What if the secret to a bigger, healthier harvest wasn't a larger yard, but a smaller container? It sounds counterintuitive, but there are certain vegetables that don't just survive in pots. They actually thrive far better than they ever could in the ground. Today, we are breaking down the exact 9 crops you should stop planting in the earth, and why confining their roots is the ultimate shortcut to a spectacular harvest. Most gardeners don't realize that struggling with poor native soil, destructive burrowing pests, or soil-borne diseases is completely optional. When you plant directly in the earth, you inherit generations of weed seeds and unpredictable drainage issues. But inside a container, you become the absolute master of the plant's microcosm. You control the soil quality, the moisture retention, and even the root temperature. By moving specific crops into pots, you aren't limiting their growth. You are giving them an unfair competitive advantage. This can make the difference between struggle and success. In this video, we're going to cover everything from rapid-fire root crops to heat-loving nightshades that stall out in cold ground soil. Let's start with an absolute game-changer for your daily kitchen salads. Number 1. Salad greens and spinach. Our first crop is salad greens and spinach, known as the clean leaf harvest machine. Growing lettuce directly in the ground often ends in total heartbreak. Slugs, snails, and cutworms treat ground patches like an all-you-can-eat buffet, while heavy rains splash muddy, pathogen-dense native soil into the leaf crevices, making kitchen cleanup a nightmare. Shifting greens into containers eliminates this entirely. Elevating your crops on tables or patios creates a natural barrier crawling pests rarely cross. Utilizing wide, shallow bowls, about 6 to 8 inches deep, filled with a lightweight, peat-based potting mix ensures flawless drainage, completely avoiding root rot. The result is pristine, entirely grit-free leaves. This controlled environment also gives you portability. The real secret is that as summer warms up, you can move your pots into afternoon shade. This effortlessly delays the bitter bolting process, extending your fresh harvest window by several weeks over fixed ground beds. Just keep in mind that shallow containers dry out rapidly in midday heat, meaning consistent moisture is vital to prevent leaf bitterness. Use the cut-and-come-again method for a continuous supply. While greens save you time at the washing sink, our next vegetable saves you weeks of waiting for a harvest. That brings us to number 2, radishes, the quick-win groundbreaker. Radishes are celebrated for their incredibly rapid maturity, but planting them in standard backyard soil frequently leads to disappointing, woody, or misshapen roots. Native garden soil easily compacts from heavy rains or foot traffic, creating a dense, impenetrable barrier that stunts radish development or forces the expanding roots to split wide open. Containers remove this structural obstacle entirely. By filling a pot with a loose, well-aerated potting blend, the expanding radish roots encounter zero physical resistance. This guarantees perfectly uniform, crisp, and beautifully round globes every single time. Because radishes mature in as little as 3 weeks, the hyper-controlled watering environment of a container also prevents the sudden moisture spikes that cause ground radishes to split and become overly pungent. To succeed, sow your seeds directly into a container at least 8 inches deep, spacing them precisely 1 inch apart. Avoid high-nitrogen fertilizers where the mistake starts, which force the plant to grow massive green leaves instead of crisp roots. Remember, overcrowding results in all tops and no bottoms, so thinning seedlings early is non-negotiable. If you think smooth soil makes a difference for a small root like a radish, wait until you see what it does for the ultimate underground prize. Number 3 on our list is carrots, the perfectly formed underground jewel. Carrots are notorious for failing in traditional garden beds. The moment a delicate carrot taproot strikes a tiny pebble, a hard clump of clay, or dense native earth, it instantly splits, forks, or curls into a twisted, unusable shape. Growing carrots in deep containers or fabric grow bags eliminates this frustration completely. It allows you to curate a completely stone-free, sandy, friable soil matrix where the root plunges straight down without a single interruption. Furthermore, container elevation acts as an effective physical barrier against the carrot rust fly. This devastating pest flies very close to the ground, laying its destructive eggs near root crowns. By raising your growing zone 2 to 3 feet off the earth on a patio or table, you bypass this pest entirely, resulting in long, sweet, beautifully formed carrots. Select a container at least 12 to 16 inches deep and blend play sand into the potting mix. Water deeply but infrequently to force roots downward. Avoid transplanting seedlings. They must be direct sown or the taproot will deform. Now, let's move from the dark, cool earth up into the sun, focusing on a crop that craves a level of heat your backyard soil simply cannot provide. Number 4 on our list is peppers. Both sweet bells and hot chilies are heat-loving flavor burst. Peppers are native to warm climates and possess highly sensitive root systems that languish in cold, damp earth. In early spring, native ground temperatures lag far behind air temperatures, trapping pepper roots in a chilly, saturated environment that stunts growth and delays fruit production. Containers solve this thermal deficit brilliantly. Because the walls of a pot are exposed to ambient air and sunlight from all sides, the soil inside warms up significantly faster in the spring than the heavy mass of the ground. This ambient root warmth triggers rapid vegetative growth, early flowering, and accelerated fruit set. But here's where things change. Because you can strictly manage moisture levels in a pot, you can intentionally subject hot peppers to mild drought stress late in the season, which naturally spikes capsaicin levels, yielding far more flavorful, pungent peppers. Use dark-colored 5-gallon plastic pots or fabric bags to absorb solar heat. Just be careful during extreme midsummer heat waves above 95 degrees, as small pots can overheat, requiring temporary afternoon shade. Peppers thrive on that intense root warmth, but our next crop uses container isolation to escape a devastating invisible killer hiding in your soil. This brings us to number 5. Determinate cherry tomatoes, the disease-defying sweetness engine. Tomatoes are a staple of the home garden, but in-ground plants constantly battle a devastating gauntlet of soil-borne fungi like verticillium and fusarium wilt. Once these diseases infest your backyard soil, they linger for years, inevitably splashing up onto lower foliage during heavy rainstorms and defoliating the plant. By utilizing determinate cherry tomato varieties specifically bred for compact growth and placing them in clean containers with fresh potting media, you sever this disease cycle completely. The plants remain isolated from endemic ground pathogens. Furthermore, the confined root zone naturally restricts excessive vegetative vine growth, forcing the plant to channel its metabolic energy directly into sugar production and fruit maturation. The result is an earlier, highly concentrated explosion of intensely sweet cherry tomatoes. Select compact dwarf varieties like Tiny Tim and use a 5 to 7 gallon container with a sturdy cage installed at planting. This is where the mistake starts for many. Tomatoes are heavy water consumers, and irregular watering schedules in containers can trigger blossom end rot due to localized calcium deficiencies. While tomatoes protect themselves by staying elevated, our next vegetable uses container walls to stop a notorious garden pest right in its tracks. Number 6 is the eggplant, or aubergine, known as the velvet armor heavyweight. Eggplants are gorgeous, high-yielding structural plants, but in-ground growers know the heartbreak of flea beetles. These tiny hopping pests emerge from native soil in spring and quickly chew hundreds of microscopic holes into eggplant leaves, making them look like Swiss cheese and severely stunting development. Moving eggplants into containers on an elevated deck, patio, or bench disrupts this pest dynamic completely. Flea beetles operate primarily at ground level. Raising the plant even a few feet in the air dramatically reduces their ability to colonize foliage. Combined with the rapid root zone warming properties inherent to containers, the eggplant experiences an explosive, unhindered growth spurt early in the season. This allows the plant to quickly develop tough, mature foliage that easily withstands minor pest pressures later on, leading to heavy, blemish-free purple fruits hanging clean away from damp-loving slugs. Use heavy, glazed ceramic or dark fabric pots to retain heat and stability, and fertilize consistently with balanced organic fish emulsion. Just note that heavy fruits can tip lightweight plastic pots over. Ensure a wide, stable base. We've seen how containers elevate crops above the ground, but next, let's look at a subterranean powerhouse that transforms an exhausting, back-breaking harvest into pure fun. Number 7 is the potato, which we call the no-dig abundance vault. Harvesting in-ground potatoes feels like searching for buried treasure, but it often ends in frustration. Shovels and garden forks routinely slice through your best tubers, ruining their storage potential, while missed potatoes turn into stubborn, invasive weeds the following year. Growing potatoes in heavy-duty fabric containers or specialized grow bags completely revolutionizes this workflow. Instead of digging deep trenches in heavy dirt, you simply add loose soil mix around the stems as they grow upward, a process known as hilling. When harvest day arrives, there is zero digging required. You simply tip the grow bag over onto a tarp or wheelbarrow and roll out dozens of flawless, unblemished potatoes with your bare hands. The breathable fabric walls of the container also prune the roots through air exposure. This prevents the plants from becoming root-bound and encourages a massive, evenly distributed set of uniform tubers throughout the entire bag. In the right conditions, fabric bags require massive amounts of water during the midsummer tuber bulking phase. Drying out completely will severely slash your yield. Coming in at number 8 is ginger and turmeric, the hidden treasure chest. Ginger and turmeric are highly prized rhizomes that require up to 10 months of warm, consistently moist, well-draining soil to mature. For gardeners living outside subtropical zones, planting these crops in the ground is a guaranteed failure. The autumn frost arrives long before the rhizomes can develop. Containers change the rules of geography. Growing ginger in wide, shallow pots allows you to start the plants indoors under grow lights during late winter, giving them a massive head start. Once summer arrives, the pots are moved outside onto sunny patios to absorb intense ambient heat. When the first autumn chill threatens the garden, you simply carry the containers back indoors to finish their maturation cycle. Additionally, harvesting ginger from native clay is an arduous task that breaks the delicate, tender fingers of the young rhizome. In a loose organic container mix, you simply pull the plant upward, shaking free, pristine, aromatic, unblemished hands of ginger with zero waste. Just remember that ginger is highly sensitive to stagnant, waterlogged water. Excellent drainage holes and a perlite-heavy mix are non-negotiable to prevent rot. Our final crop at number 9 is garlic, the silent winter overachiever. Garlic is unique because it must be planted in autumn, overwintering in the frozen ground to develop distinct cloves for a midsummer harvest. However, winter weather is incredibly unpredictable. In heavy backyard clay, months of snowmelt and relentless winter rain create stagnant pools of water that suffocate garlic roots, causing the bulb to turn to mush and rot before spring even arrives. Containers provide the ultimate winter insurance policy. By planting garlic cloves in well-drained pots, excessive winter moisture drains away instantly, protecting the dormant bulb from rot. Because the container sits elevated, it minimizes exposure to soil-borne white rot fungi that plague traditional garlic beds. When spring arrives, the container soil warms up rapidly, kickstarting vigorous green top growth weeks ahead of cold, saturated ground plots. This leads to larger, healthier bulbs with thick, easily peelable papery skins that store beautifully for months. Use frost-proof containers like thick resin or wooden whiskey barrels that won't crack when frozen, and space cloves 4 to 6 inches apart. In zones with extreme sub-zero winters, container garlic can freeze solid. Place pots against a warm house foundation or inside an unheated garage for protection. Bonus Expert Tips section. Now that you know which crops belong in pots, let's unlock the exact expert rules you must follow to guarantee these container yields outperform any ground plot. Growing successfully in containers requires mastering the distinct physics of an isolated root environment. The single most common mistake gardeners make when moving crops into pots is treating container soil like backyard dirt. Standard garden soil will compact into an impermeable brick within a pot, suffocating roots and holding on to stagnant moisture. Instead, you must utilize a dedicated potting mix formulated with peat moss, coco coir, and perlite to ensure optimal aeration. The hidden benefit shows up later when you realize how healthy the roots remain. However, because containers drain so efficiently, every watering cycle washes away vital water-soluble nutrients. This process, known as nutrient leaching, means that a consistent, low-dose organic fertilization strategy is absolutely required to sustain heavy crop production. Feeding your plants with a diluted liquid kelp or fish emulsion every 2 weeks will keep them thriving. Additionally, you need to match your container material to your specific crop's water needs. Breathable fabric bags are exceptional for root pruning crops like potatoes and carrots, as they prevent the roots from circling. On the other hand, glazed ceramic or plastic pots excel at moisture retention for water-thirsty crops like tomatoes and peppers. Finally, never use pots without drainage holes, regardless of how beautiful they look. If a container lacks drainage, drilling your own holes or utilizing cheap plastic nursery liners is mandatory. Without a way for excess water to escape, you create an underground swamp that will destroy your plants faster than any pest ever could. With the right setup, you bypass these hurdles effortlessly. Ultimately, container gardening is not a fallback option for people without space. It is an intentional, elite strategy for achieving maximum control over soil, warmth, pests, and drainage. A lack of sprawling acreage is not a barrier to true, self-sufficient abundance. It is an opportunity to grow smarter, cleaner, and with far less physical strain. Your next step is simple. Pick just 2 of the vegetables we highlighted today. Purchase a high-quality bag of potting mix and start a small container experiment this weekend. You will be amazed at how much easier your garden life becomes. Which of these 9 vegetables surprised you the most for container growing? And what is your absolute biggest struggle with your backyard soil? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more practical, low-maintenance gardening strategies that maximize your harvests without breaking your back. Happy gardening,